Yo, what is good, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be working. Let's go ahead and do a little work vlog. It's been a minute since I did a work vlog, so let's go ahead and do that. Right now, I just got done getting ready. It is currently like 8:45, 8:50. I gotta be at the job site like 9 o'clock. I'm at 9:30, so I'm only 30 minutes away. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me grab a quick snack though, cause in the mornings I really don't like eating. Like usually they make egg for breakfast, but personally, I do not like eggs for breakfast. I feel like, I don't know, personally, they just don't sit right on my stomach. So let's go ahead and get going. Got my key. No, I don't got my keys. They're on the floor. Let me go get my keys because I don't have no home keys on my work truck. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, guys. So I already started up the work truck. So let it warm up a little bit. But let's go inside. I want to see if the Can-Am turns on. Yesterday, for some reason, when I picked up Thikes from school, everything was fine with the Can-Am. I turned it on, like not all the way, but I just wanted to see the lights, and it turned on. Everything was fine, but later on at night, I tried to turn it on. It did not turn on whatsoever. So I just want to try it out, see if it actually turns on right now or not. But yeah, if not, I'm gonna have to buy a new battery for it. We got the Labubu there. Let me see. All right, no, yeah, that's perfect. I think the battery just died or something. I don't know, but yeah, yesterday did not want to turn on whatsoever, but that's cool. All right, we chilling. Look, I like this a lot. Like, I love this. Look, boom, light bar, pod lights, and the little thing in the back, the chase light. That's fire. And then boom, turn off, and boom. So this is really effective. That honestly, I can put it in there and just worry about this. Have this like right here. But let me go ahead and turn it off. That's all I wanted to see if it was actually gonna turn on or what. I want a bigger light bar right here. I was gonna buy one that this guy was selling. Usually he sells them for like $650, but he told me he'll do $400 if I shout him out. But to be honest, I kind of want a light that's actually is gonna bright, not for like looks or whatnot, but yeah. And then there's another company that said contact them for a light bar, but I don't know. I want something that lights bright. I don't want something that's not gonna bright at night. You get what I'm saying? But it does look good because it looks like the KC lights. I don't know if you guys know what the KC lights. The KC lights are like, they're like little, like hexagon ones, or like they're like circles, but they just look really good. But KC lights are expensive. They cost about like $2,000, but damn, it's cold as hell in here. But besides that, let's go ahead, let's get going to work. I got a 30-minute drive, so I'll see you guys there. All right, guys, so right now I am on the roof. Hopefully you guys can see well, but right now I'm just repairing some shingles and just chilling. So everything's fine. I'm not gonna replace these like I usually do. So right now, here's the shingles. I replaced that side, that one over there, and these two right here. And since I'm right here, let me go ahead and seal it up like this, like that. All right, now that they're going out the way, making all that damn noise, so right now we're gonna be doing this. We're gonna be doing this right here. So I already took it off and everything. This one here too, look at this. This is a pop nail, look at that. Just take that out, and then, oh shoot, and then boom. So let's go ahead, put those shingles on right there, right here, and then we gotta caulk some stuff up there. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I'm gonna get copyrighted, so you probably won't have to hear me sing, so yeah. But right here, we only gotta put one, and then one right here. So what you gotta do is cut it. Oh shoot. Cut it, boom, boom. Put it right here. Grab some nails. Fix it up like that, and then boom. Same thing, on to the next. But to be honest, we're gonna have to cut this one. We're gonna have to cut it because look how it is. So just cut like half of it, and then we'll be straight. Like that, and then we good. We Gucci. So just lift up the tabs, and then boom. That's basically it. Nothing too crazy, but also right here I had to take out all the nails on the ridge, so let me go ahead and nail it back up. So let me grab a few nails right here. I hate this little pouch, bro. It's so small. But 1, well, that's 2. This is 3, and then 4. All right, guys. So right here, we're just gonna grab some nails and then fix it up. Grab some nails, fix up the shingle. I freaking hate how I'm not fast with my hands, but oh well. Fix it up, line it up like that, perfect. And then I gotta do shingle it. Well, nail it, my fault. And then right here you can add another one right there, and then add some on the top, and then right here, and then another one right there, like that, and then boom. Then I kind of cut myself, but then cock it, boom, right there, right here, and then you're good to go. Then over here you're gonna want to cut it like that. Bingo, let's go. When I first started learning roofing, bro, you might be like, oh, your dad taught you this and this. Bro, my dad did not teach me nothing. My dad only taught me how to strive for better, how to be better in life. He taught me how to not be stupid. But work-wise, he really never taught me anything. The first person that taught me how to nail a shingle down was this guy at my old job. His name was Jose, but everybody called him Twop. Well, people were calling him Twop, but I think I heard someone say Twiz, and I started calling him Twiz, whatever. And he was like, you know how to nail down a shingle? I said, hell nah. And he was like, well, all you do is boom, boom, boom. And I was like, oh, wow, that's easy. And yeah, ever since then, you know, I worked with him, and he was pretty chill. He was one of the most chillest guys. I've always seen potential in him because he's so smart. Like, he really is. Like you look at him, you might think he's slow, but that motherfucker's smart, you know? We was cool, but, you know, he was always in his lane type shit, so. But yeah, guys, like I said, pretty much how you do it. Just cock up every hole, and look at that. I really did cut myself. Look at that wind, bro. Really strong. Let's go over here. And since this one was a nail pop, this has a big hole right here, so we're just gonna go like this, and that should be good. With the shingle, it'll compress, so yeah. Pretty much it. Well, yeah, shout out to Twiz up. All right, guys, I'm back. I just got done with the little job. My hair is a mess. I swear, when I don't have a haircut, I look like the most diabolical person ever. But when I got a haircut, bro, you cannot tell me nothing. But besides that, I finished the little job. But then the homeowner was like, hey, can you do something else? So I was like, yeah, why not? He just wanted me to pop a couple screws where la lamina's at. So I went ahead and did that for him. And then he told me to check out a barn that he got. You know, I did that for him as well. But he was like, how much do you want for me to he was like, how much do you want me to give you for popping in the screw? I was like, bro, don't even worry about it. Like, some people, when it comes to that, some people going to be like, oh, I need about like 200. I need about a 100. Bro, all I did was pop 2 screws. 2 screws is not nothing, bro. So I was like, don't even worry about it, fam. And then he was like, you know what? You don't want to charge me? That's fine. Here's a 20 for lunch. I'm like, all right, man. Like, you know, that's cool. I'm happy with that. But regardless, I'm not going to charge him. I'm going to charge the contractor. But this is basically my life, you know? Like, I wake up in the morning. Sometimes I be chilling, see what I got to do. And if my contractor calls me, like, yo, like, can you come to this job? I need you here and there. I'll meet you, blah, blah. And then, boom, we get to going. Finish the job. Usually, sometimes people are like, hey, can you meet me at this other house? And if not, then I just go back home, chill for the rest of the day, do what I gotta do, and pretty much it. But yeah, this is my life now. Like, literally, this been my life for like the past year and a half, to be honest with you. Because back when I used to work at my old job, man, I would have to wake up at 5 every day, 5:30, drive like an hour and 20, get to my job around like 7 o'clock. Man, just work, be bored, sit in the truck all damn day. Jobs would last about like, sometimes the smallest jobs would last about like 15 minutes, and the other ones would last about like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, what, just depends. But man, I'm so like happy that I'm able to get off whenever or blah blah. But you know, everything comes with its own perks pros and cons. Like when my job, the job I had back then, you know, I was getting paid like weekly no matter what. I'll get like 600 every week. And nowadays I could either make like 3,000 this week, next week I can make about $200, next week I can make about $5,000, then next week, you know, it all just depends. But just gotta have faith, gotta keep striving. And yeah, that's why I'm also doing social media too. But social media, you know, pays me once a month. But, you know, can't complain. But I'll catch you guys at home. Alright guys, so we are back at the house. And it was just like 30 minutes from the job site. But besides that, pretty much that's basically my little work today. Tomorrow, which is Friday. Right now it's 12 p.m. in the afternoon. So lunchtime. So yeah, imagine at work, I'll be eating probably in the truck. But, you know, luckily I'm able to come back home, eat, and chill for the rest of the day. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go eat. Bro, if I'm being honest with you, bro, it's crazy that I'm able to see that I have one. Like, that shit's so crazy to me. Like, back then, no, not even, what was it, 2023? For some reason, I have so many videos of Can-Ams on my gallery. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Look, this is September 23rd, 2023. Look at that. Oh. But yeah, I used to have so many videos of it. And now to have my own is crazy, bro. Like, I used to be on my dad's Can-Am, but now I got my own, so that shit tough. Oh, look, you see? 27, this one. Like, I used to have so many pictures of Can-Ams. Like I just wanted one so bad. But whenever you work, bro, you can do so much. Trust me when I say that. When I say you can, whenever you work, you can have so much stuff, you really can. But for the next thing I want for the Can-Am is a light bar on the top. This dude did text me, but I don't know if he's gonna sponsor one. But if not, then I'll just buy one. I saw that some people take these out because they have holes right here, and that's what they use to mount the light bar. But I don't know. I kind of do want the one that Druta's accessory showed me, but I kind of do want the one that Alpha showed me too, because that should look nice. Or KC Lights is nice as hell, but $2,000 for that is insane. But let me know what you guys think. I mean, shoot, I feel like I've done enough to the Can-Am. A lot of people keep talking about short cage. I do not want no short cage. This cage is good enough for me. In a few months, I'm not gonna be able to move out and have my own crib, and I just can't wait. Have my trucks outside, just get home, just chill, have my own space, walk around butt ass naked and shit. Over there, that house is pretty cool because I don't know, it's just small. It has 3 rooms, and in the back it has 2 garages. So in one garage, I could literally put my Raptor, the Can-Am, and then on the other one, I can just put the cat eye and the bubble eye. Like, that would look so tough, bro. There's concrete, and then the 2 garages. Like, imagine, like, just walking on concrete right now. You look to your left, Raptor, Can-Am. Over here, cat eye, bubble eye. Oh, my, bro, that's so tough, bro. And then in the front, you can fit, like, 2 cars. Dude, it just looks so nice. I'm going to go upstairs on top of my room, and I'm going to show you how it looks like. Look at that, guys. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's the house. Hold on, I'm trying to zoom in real quick, but it's going really slow. But that's the house to the left, and then you can see over there the 2 garages. But yeah, that looks fire. Like, to me, that's perfect. House is not too big, 3 rooms, 2 bathrooms, and the 2 garages in the back. And but behind the garages, there's still a little bit of land, so that's fire. I was gonna make some food, but honestly, there's no food here. So what I did is went to go get some Bojangles. But to be honest, guys, I have a strong feeling that life is gonna change so fast that I had to be prepared. I had to be prepared, and yeah. But let me tell you guys something. A lot of people say, I want to be just like you. How can I get your stuff? How can I have the stuff you got? I'm going to keep it short and simple. I only have literally like 5 friends. I talk to my homeboy Panda a lot. I talk to my boy Chris. I talk to my boy Migo. Those are the only 3 people I really talk to every single day. And each one, I don't fuck with one harder. I don't fuck with the other one harder. I fuck with all 3 the same because they have always been there for me whenever, you know, like for stuff. They've always been there for me. But I fuck with them. But besides that, gotta cut out the partying. Gotta cut out the drinking, smoking. When I tell you, when I used to live at my mom's house, I used to drink every weekend. I used to smoke every weekend. My mom would see me. She'll be like, damn, you stoned out. You got the house smelling like weed. I used to be like that. From 2021, from 2022, the whole year, I used to do that shit a lot. I used to be so fucked up mentally and emotionally, and I was just so like, what the hell? And it was over a girl, over a fucking girl. And then I would see my dad on Facebook going to Texas, going to Mexico, waking up in Cancun, and I was just like, damn, I can do the same shit. I wonder how it feels waking up there. I can do the same damn thing. And I knew I was always going to be different because I never really got into the drama. I really never like gossiping. I really never like that type of stuff. It's just like, what do I gain from knowing what that motherfucker did? What do I gain knowing from what that shorty did? I don't gain nothing. I really don't. I have a strong feeling that life is going to be good. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to take care of my mama. Simple. I've seen my mama cry so much. I've seen my mama struggle so much that shit ain't even funny. Last night, I seen on my Instagram broadcast channel a video of me and her talking on the phone. She called me. Hey, son, how you doing? I don't have no work. I want some work, man. This and this. They fired me. They fired her maybe two months ago. I told her, don't worry. Give me time. Time is all I need. But I feel like I'm running out of time. But as long as she got me, she always going to be 100. Always going to be 100, no matter what. If I don't make it out for my mama, my brother not going to do it. My sister not going to do it. My other sister not going to do it. Another man in this world ain't going to do it. But that's enough yapping. If you guys want something, do that shit. I don't want to be known for no car creator, truck creator. I don't want to be known as an influencer, a TikTok. I don't want to be known from none of that. I want to be known from that man did it. He made that shit happen. He seen his mama cry when he was young, and now he got shit popping for her. Now she don't got to worry about nothing. That's what I want to be known for. I don't want to be known for none of that other weird shit. I don't want to fake friendships. I don't want to fake nothing. No fake conversation. No nothing. Simple. When a random person hits me up, or old friend, this and this, like, what you want? They be like, yo. I don't even say yo bad, like, what you want? I know you want something. I've been living for 22 years. What do you want now? All of a sudden, what do you want now? Some people be like, oh, repost my this, repost this. What are you going to gain from me reposting something? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's just what it is. If I'm going to make videos, I'm going to be straight up with you guys. Simple as that. You're not going to get nowhere with being a fake person. By not being yourself. So there's that. But besides that, catch you guys in the next one. Tomorrow I might vlog, might not. But if you Hispanic and you young, bro, our parents came from Mexico, crossing the border. And if you out here drinking and smoking, bro, partying, bro, you gotta do better, gang. You got to. Do it for your mama. Do it for you. Do it for your dad. My dad don't need nothing. I used to tell him, I want to do so much stuff and I want to get back to you. He tells me I don't need nothing. I told my mom I'm going to do so much for her. She'd be like, oh, mijo, I don't need it, this and this. She needs it. And I'm going to help her. I'm going to help her. But like I said, if you young, you Hispanic, you got to quit all that bullshit. Stop worrying about them girls. Stop being a bitch. Grow up. Get out your feelings and chase money, bro. Simple. Bro, I used to dream about having a Can-Am. I got it now. But that's nothing. To me, it's nothing no more. To somebody else in high school, they're going to be like, damn, I need that. I want that. Work as hard as you can. Because when you work, you can do whatever you want. Simple. Let me enjoy my food. Catch you guys next time. Stay FN free, and I'll catch you guys.